What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be doing kind of a 3-month postpartum body update and talking about like my fitness goals and my health goals and all of that for the future. It is crazy to me that I'm already 3 months postpartum. Archer turns 3 months old on Saturday and I'm filming this on Tuesday, so it's just crazy to me how fast time goes by and how much things have changed, and I don't really realize how much everything's changed until I look back and look at like what my body looked like when I was a week postpartum or a month postpartum. So things look very different. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how my body has recovered, considering I have not done anything to really help it recover. I filmed a little clip this morning in my bathroom to show you guys what my body's looking like. It was super awkward. I had just woken up and I was super tired, but I wanted to just like get it done. And you know how your body always looks best in the morning. So I will insert that clip here. Alright, so I figured the best way to do this would be in my bathroom, so it'll probably be a little echoey, but it's the only like big kind of mirror that I have that won't cut off a bunch of me. So I'm wearing this super cute set from Arc. It's so comfy and I'm so obsessed with it, but I figured this was also one of the best ways to kind of show you guys what my body looks like now. So this is my body 3 months postpartum. I've always been naturally skinny, like naturally thin, I guess, so I wasn't sure what to expect. To be honest, being postpartum, I wasn't sure how quickly things would go back to normal, I guess, but I feel like my body looks pretty much the same as it did before I had Archer. I can pull this down because I know high-waisted things can kind of give off an illusion. So this is definitely different. I'm not saying that I look bad by any means, but like I didn't have this kind of stuff before. And I do have a little bit of like extra skin down here too that I didn't have before. But overall I'm pretty, happy with how my body is looking, considering I don't do anything to make it look any different. Like I've done 1 day of exercise at all in the past 3 months, and then I was so sore that I couldn't do it again at all. But yeah, my legs are also a little bit bigger than they used to be. And obviously my boobs are way bigger because I am breastfeeding, but yeah, so this is what my body looks like overall. Like I said, obviously nobody's confident all the time, so I am a little self-conscious about the things that are different every once in a while, but I couldn't have really asked to recover any better. And I'll talk more about like overall recovery, not just how my body looks in this video too. But so this is me not like flexing or doing anything at all. So I do have a little bit of like a pooch right here that I didn't have before. And then this is me when I flex. So starting to get my abs back a little bit, which I'm happy about. And yeah. And yeah, so that's what my body looks like. It looks pretty similar, to be honest, than what it looked like before I had Archer, which, like I said, I'm really happy about. Obviously, we all have our days where we're not feeling confident, and things just look and feel different, even if it sounds kind of ridiculous in that video where I'm like, oh, my legs are bigger or my belly's bigger. Like, I think we all have to put into perspective how we all feel in our own bodies. Like, there's so many women out there that are like self-conscious about things that I would kill to have. So I think we all just need to like take a second and just remember that we're so lucky to be in the bodies that we have and to be healthy and able to do all the things that we are. But yeah, so overall, I couldn't really have asked for a better postpartum recovery. Things went super smoothly in terms of like my body getting back to normal. I did do a video talking about my postpartum recovery in terms of like actually giving birth and that sort of thing, and all of that is completely healed. I do still have scar tissue down there because I tore in 2 places and had stitches and stuff that sometimes gets sensitive every once in a while, but other than that my body's totally back to normal, like done bleeding and all of that stuff. Like my uterus has gone back down, all of that. Nothing's really different in terms of that, so I really like don't even notice that I had a baby, that I gave birth, like other than maybe in my belly it sometimes gets like a little like puffed out or bloated. Like you can just kind of see, like, I don't know if it's extra skin or if it's just like that things grew and they won't really grow back to the small little size that it was, or what it is. But I definitely have a little bit of like a pooch that I showed you in the video that's kind of just there. I'm assuming it's skin, or maybe it's like a little extra fat because I did gain 25 pounds when I was pregnant. Yeah, in terms of like giving birth recovery postpartum, things are totally back to normal, so super stoked about that. So like I said in that clip, I have not done any exercise to get my body back to the way it is. I did 1 day of exercise, Caleb and I started the Sarah's Day 8-week at home challenge, and we did the first day and we were so sore. We couldn't walk, we could barely stand and sit. It was really bad. Like I'm pretty sure we injured ourselves a little bit. And obviously we have a baby, We don't have a newborn anymore. That's crazy. But we have a baby that we need to take care of, and we were struggling because he loves to be like bounced to sleep or to rocked or just like held and while you're standing, and we couldn't do it. Our legs were so sore because we clearly like properly did not warm up. So we had to just like X-nay that, and we definitely want to keep working out, which I'll talk about when I talk about my goals for the future. But other than that, one day I haven't done anything kind of like formally known as exercise. I'm definitely more active because Archer does love to be carried around. He loves to be bounced, he loves to be held, so I do stand all the time, and I am like bouncing and rocking all the time, and I'm also breastfeeding, which burns a lot of calories, and I'm back to eating normally. Like I definitely ate more when I was pregnant, obviously, so I'm back to eating more healthfully and more like consciously of the meals that I'm eating, so that's all definitely helped as well. I don't know how much I weigh. I know people are going to ask that. I got weighed at my 5-week postpartum appointment, and I had lost 22 pounds already, which was like came off super quick. That was just from breastfeeding, and the fact that Archer was a big baby too. I didn't really gain a lot of fat when I was pregnant. I gained, like I said, I gained 25 pounds. Archer was almost 9 pounds, and then you have all of the blood, the weight of your uterus, the weight of your placenta. So like as soon as you give birth, all the water weight and swelling, you really like lose it so fast. And then like I said, breastfeeding, it burns like 500 calories a day, and I was super nauseous and just had no appetite for the first like month postpartum. So I lost a lot of weight really quickly, and then since I was weighed at my doctor's appointment, I haven't weighed myself since. I don't own a scale, so I have no idea how much I weigh. But I'm sure it's pretty similar to what I weighed before I had him. I'm really grateful and lucky that my body has been able to recover so quickly. I'm not trying to like brag or anything. I'm just trying to be open with you guys and let you know how things have changed, because I don't really get a lot of questions about postpartum anymore now that I'm 3 months postpartum. But when I do, it is always about like, how'd you get your body back? Like, what'd you do for this? How'd you do this? So I'm just kind of being open and honest and being like, my body, I'm just naturally thin, so I was kind of able to naturally lose the weight really quickly. And this is not to say that like you need your first goal when you have a baby is to like go get your body back. Like that is not what I'm saying at all. It was not my goal at all. That's why I didn't do anything to make that happen. Like I wasn't restricting my eating, and I wasn't like working out or going to the gym or doing anything like that. I literally was just a total vegetable, like couch potato, didn't do anything except take care of Archer, and that's it. And things just kind of happened the way they did. Yeah, so I hope everybody feels confident and beautiful in their postpartum body. I know that I don't a lot of the time. I still feel super self-conscious about the things that are different. My legs, my stomach, you know, even my boobs, stuff like that. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable in your body, and that's totally fine. But I think that it's super important to remember that you gave birth, like you grew a baby, and then you have a child, and that's like the most amazing thing ever, which is why I went into postpartum with no expectations, like no idea what my body was going to do. And I think that kind of helped me recover really quickly, is because I wasn't focused on it at all. So I wasn't being nitpicky in the slightest of like, oh, I need to like lose this little bit of belly fat, or I need to do this. I just like didn't focus on it. I did focus on eating healthier because it makes me feel better. And other than that, that's it. And then it kind of just happened because I think I wasn't focused on it. So I just kind of let it happen naturally and organically. That's kind of how that's going. I also get a lot of questions about stretch marks, and if I got them, and if I didn't, how I prevented them. So I didn't get any stretch marks during pregnancy. I don't have any on my stomach, as you can see in the video clip that I filmed. So I was lucky enough to just not get any stretch marks. I did use the Earth Mama belly butter and belly oil every single day and night throughout my entire pregnancy, as soon as I found out when I was like 3 weeks pregnant. Stretch marks are genetic. Honestly, you can do as much as you can to help your skin stretch and stay hydrated, but genetically, if you're predispositioned to get stretch marks, you're probably going to get stretch marks, which is a bummer. I was just lucky to not get stretch marks. My sister was pregnant at the same time as me, and she didn't get stretch marks either, and her body grew totally different than mine because she's much shorter than me. So it's kind of that's just how our genetics worked out. But after I had Archer, my milk came in about 2 days postpartum, and my boobs grew like 3 sizes in a day, and I did get stretch marks all over my boobs. So, you know, it's kind of different for everybody. You never know what your body is going to do and how it's going to react. So I didn't get any on my stomach or my back or my butt or anything like that. And I actually didn't get any on my boobs during pregnancy. But 2 days after I had him, when my milk came in and everything was just huge, I did get a ton of them, and now my boobs are covered in stretch marks. Actually, maybe like 3 or 4 days postpartum, Caleb saw me and was like, oh my gosh, are you bruised? Like, what are all those bruises? And I was like, no, those are stretch marks. So I was definitely self-conscious about it, and I do get self-conscious about it still. Obviously, it's different. I've always been an A cup, had really tiny boobs, and now I have like D boobs with stretch marks all over them. But I love breastfeeding. I would not change it for the world. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do it, and that Archer latches well, and that we have that kind of time together. So I obviously would not pick I would pick breastfeeding over not having stretch marks. So even though I'm a little self-conscious about it and I don't love having them, obviously I'm really grateful that they're able to feed my baby. So, you know, I've kind of changed my perspective a lot about body image since having Archer. Honestly, giving birth was like the most magical experience. I wish I could do it over and over again. It was just incredible, and since doing that, I've had just a totally different outlook on my body and body image. And when I start to feel self-conscious, or maybe like I ate a ton of food that day, I just felt like snacking, I just ate so much and I'm super bloated, I'm kind of like, you know what, so what? Like, I have the ability to eat food. Like, I have the privilege to eat and snack and, you know, take in those calories to provide breast milk for my baby. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to make that transition, because even though I don't feel confident and I don't feel positive like that all the time, it is more prevalent than it's ever been before, me being able to kind of shift things and go to the bright side of things and be like, yeah, but remember, like, yeah, you might have this little bit of fat and extra skin on your stomach, but remember how big your stomach was because your baby was inside of it. Like, that is crazy to me. That is so just, I cannot believe that the baby in me was Archer. And then I think about all of that, and then I start to cry, and then all of that crazy stuff, because I just, like, it's so amazing. So kind of going off on a tangent, I don't even know what this video is going to be, but I guess it's kind of like a postpartum emotional and physical recovery, because my body image has just changed so much. And I think maybe if I didn't have this positive outlook, then I wouldn't be filming this video. I'd be in the bathroom being like, so my legs are huge now, my stomach is huge now, my face is so fat, and that's probably what I would have done in the past. And now I just, like, I'm so grateful for my body and what it did and how it provided me with my baby, that I'm like so grateful that I'm like, my body looks great. And it's like, that's a really cool feeling. So I really hope that most moms can feel that way. I know a lot of moms don't, and I know it can be really hard, and I just want everyone to know that your body is beautiful and it gave you a child that is incredible. So if you don't lose the weight that fast, if you never lose the weight, if you gain more weight, if your body totally changes, that's totally fine, because it made you a mom, and that is really freaking cool. I'm just really grateful for my body and everything that it's done, and I'm so glad that I am healthy, and I hope all of you guys are healthy and doing well. And I hope this video makes sense. I feel like I've just been rambling. I always do this, and I'm always like, I should plan out my videos more, and then I just sit down and babble. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I still need to film my postpartum Q&A. I have all of the questions that you guys sent me on Instagram saved, but I just haven't gotten around to filming it. So I'm gonna film that, and hopefully that will answer some more of you guys' questions in terms of like recovery and breastfeeding and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout this weekend for Archer's 3-month baby update. We're gonna film that on Saturday, because he'll be 3 months old on Saturday. Oh, 3 months, that is insane. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.